And so she says that they're looking for a policy change. Now, she told me last June she was arrested following a pro-Palestine demonstration during a parade. Despite telling officers that removing her hijab in front of men was in violation of her faith, she says they forced her to remove it, allowed men to see and touch her, and overall left her feeling traumatized.
It was just like one traumatic experience after another, and it just seemed like it just kept getting worse.
This is Serene Abuhawa. She and her sister were arrested last year after participating in a peaceful demonstration for Palestine at the Grand Floral Parade. Court documents stating she was taken into custody after lying in the street in protest with others. But it's what happened after she was arrested that led the sisters to file a lawsuit against the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office and 3 individual officers at the detention center.
I remember her telling me, well, you can't wear it here. You're in jail. And I responded with, just because I'm in jail doesn't mean I'm no longer Muslim. Like, I'm not taking it off.
She's talking about one of the female officers who demanded she take off her hijab. While she was eventually taken into a separate cell to remove it, court documents say her sister was forced to remove it in front of others. Abuhawa says she also endured invasive pat-downs.
I just remember her, untying my sweatpants and just pulling them away from my waist. I remember her asking me a question about my undergarment, my underwear. And this was all in front of the men, and it just felt so violating.
She was forced to take her mugshot without her hijab and was seen by numerous male officers as she waited late into the evening to be released and get her items back.
I felt naked, like hijab is something that is part of my identity, it's part of my modesty, and I'm not supposed to be revealed in that way.
Now, the hope with this lawsuit to bring a change to how those who wear religious coverings are treated when arrested.
The real heart of this case is that what happened was so avoidable. And it's a simple ask from these young women. They just want these photographs destroyed, and they don't want it to happen to somebody else.
Aya Beydoun is one of the attorneys representing the sisters. Her goal? To get all photos and video footage of the woman without their hijabs destroyed.
It's a very common accommodation that local prisons, state prisons, federal prisons all make for anyone who wears religious head coverings. Do they have to remove the woman's hijab in order to do a proper search and pat down, in order to have an identification photo? We say absolutely not.
Now, the charges against both women related to their protests at the parade were eventually dismissed. I reached out to the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office to learn more about this incident and their policy on this topic, but they told me they do not comment on pending litigation nor the circumstances surrounding it.